Nasdaq and SPX. Most likely the SPX first and then the Nasdaq. So look, on my shorts, I made a short saying how, either short on my video, I'm pretty sure on my shorts. I made a video saying here last night I was in the 15-minute candles, and I was saying how most likely, even though the Nasdaq broke through this, it's gonna be having a hard time breaking through this box. There's a box right here. I'm pretty sure you guys seen it already. This box, which is inside this other box, right? So I said that this was gonna act like resistance. Most likely get a little wick up here, come back down, and then go into this region. Try to maintain this region. Notice how tries it, holds it, tries it, holds it, tries it, holds it. So finally it breaks, right? So this was important. Also, what time? Your most important times normally is 11:45, 12, 12:30. If the market didn't make that move, pushing up or drop in between the time and still in the same area, depending where it's heading, as they get closer to 1 o'clock, is where the market is gonna end up going. On top of that, when it's so indecisive like that, especially past not doing a move where it has to do it by force, like 11:45, 12:30, then to me it lets me know that we can have a fake drop, would mean like a one to start dropping and that two will pick up, or depending how fast or how deep it falls at 1 o'clock, indicating to me that we are going to continue going down. But especially if around 12:30 the market was testing the low of the box, of the major box. This box right here. This is a box right here, watch. See, this box right here. So let me see what time that was. So start dropping at early. We start dropping at, what is that, 9 o'clock or something? Yeah, that's way early. Let's see, 11, 10, 9, 8. We started dropping at 8. Yeah, and I want to sleep early then. Alright, yeah, so we started dropping early. And we closed a forward candle at 10. At 10, so it makes sense why I would start dropping around 8:30 or 9. Especially hanging on the edge. And we're coming closer to the end of the candle. It tells me that they either kind of could make a quick move, which it did right here, see? That's why I see, so like I said, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. So at 8:30, we drop. Normally the time is 7:45 to 8:30 when it makes the move. So it's either 7:45 to 8:30, and then your next sweet spot is, if you miss that one, is 11:45 to 12:30. So seeing how it did that move and seeing how it's hanging on the shield at the edge of the box on the crucial time, 7:45 to 8:30. All right, cool. Now that they did, then I forgot to mention, I don't know if I did or not, but I would then mention if it dropped this, it will go into this region, and again, this will be your next box, and you will want to hold that area. You want to hold that area the whole night, pretty much, especially once getting close to 3 or 4 in the morning, where it's looking, how it's looking. Yesterday I said that I wasn't gonna be paying attention. We're gonna let the market do its own thing. But as I was watching it, especially during the morning, I was like, oh, okay, the market is happy from last week, and they're anticipating the data being released. Whether it be, you got Jackson Hole, you got the Fed talking, you have a lot of big things happening. So my bad, I'm fucking doing something here. trying to get comfortable here, guys. So I said I wasn't gonna be looking at it, but then as I began seeing the market, I was how I was acting. Um, Especially, anyways, just everything else. I was watching it, and then I couldn't really watch it because of my work. So when I went on my break, I mean I'm on lunch at 10 o'clock, and I saw Nasdaq SPX. I was like, oh, I'll send a screenshot if you guys go on my short. I left the clip how I end up texting one of my friends how, hey, Nasdaq and SPX are gonna end up rallying on up. I also mentioned about Bitcoin, how Bitcoin and Ethereum I told him earlier, but I told him that Bitcoin and Ethereum, how they're looking and everything, they're gonna start rallying on up, pushing on up. That area where they were at in those boxes, that was your entry area right there. That was your sweet spot. So that's why I wasn't really paying attention or covering. I couldn't predict, or not predict, but like see where the market was gonna go tomorrow, based off there was no data. But as I was watching it in the morning and seeing how emotions and everything, and especially the Nasdaq, that's what gave me the hint that the market was gonna finish a box on the monthly candle for the Nasdaq. And I'm gonna show you real quick. So yes, so then I would have mentioned that this was your next box. You would have then paid attention to your 15 or 1 hour candle to go for a buy as the market. If you would have seen the market go back up or first of all, hold the box. Second of all, start rallying up around 3 or 4, especially like 4 or 5. Then I would have gone for a buy right there too. Especially so right here. On top of that, this indicator tells me as the market is falling, it tells me where it's gonna stop or where it should stop to continue with the upper trend. And as you can see, it goes, touches it, try to break it, but still bouncing above it. As long as we bounce above this green thing, it's telling me the market is gonna continue going up, especially after it breaks through this area right here. Another buying sign. So look, so we drop right, and your next time to drop or to go up would have been 11:45, 12:30. So 11, 12 o'clock, 15-minute candle, 11:45. The fact that I see it go up here, let me hope that we're gonna start stopping this area and go up from here. But I gotta wait till 12:30. 12:30 we start dropping down. And see, this is what I mean by that. If we were really going down, we would have held this area right here, 11:45, 12:30, to continue with this, especially right here. The fact that at 11:45 it goes up, but instead of continuing with the 12:30 move, because this, instead of this doing this, it should have done like held like this and like these, held, recovering up, and then start going, finishing the candle, start going back up, closing right here, and then the next 15 right here was then going up. The fact that it smashed through it and kept going down, but at 1 o'clock it was barely here. Not just that, people, the fact that it creates support on this other box. That's why I have these boxes. The fact that it creates support on this box, and then right away 15 minutes later it goes back up, is letting me know, oh, we're not going down. We're gonna create support in this box, consolidate here, and wait for the morning. I want to sleep back around 10 or 11, I think. So yeah, so again, and then I would have gotten the buy right here to this area right here, and then I would have been paying attention how I was acting from there. The fact that after it does that, it does this right here, and this was this last week's line, so this is where we end up closing. See, we end up closing last week. So the fact that we dropped that week and we came back above it, and the market's about to open, also at 6:30, I was like, oh, the market's gonna open happy. The market's gonna open happy, especially we open at 6:30. So the fact that you get onto a 50-minute candle, you see, I just keep, and then especially it's the weekly right here. So it's a strong area. So the fact that it's passing a strong area at that time, and also we close a 4-hour candle at 6. So it's important where that 4-hour candle closes at 6. So the fact that because it wants to close above the weekly, because it knows that if it closes below the candle at 6 o'clock below the weekly, well, that just means the market is gonna be scared, whatnot. And especially if you were seeing just rejection at 6:30, 6:45 type of thing, and then especially at 6:30, that's when the market opens. So all the feelings, all the emotions just break through, just shoot out like crazy. So it would have made this market tanked. And you can see right here, instead of doing that at 6:30, it does it at 7:30, and that's the sweet spot. Like I keep saying, 7:45 to 8:30 is your area. That's why you don't just go in. Oh, the market went open. The market went up, so I'm gonna go for entry. No, like let it breathe, then go in. Especially when there's no data, let it breathe as and wait till 7:45 to 8:30. So here we go. What is that? 12. Oh, so see, 6 o'clock, 6:15, 6:30, boom. Then we get into this box. Notice how they create support right there. We keep having these crazy drops. 6:15. But and also it's not just the time, but also where it's at. The fact that it's right here and it's acting this bullishness and it's holding this area. The fact that also at 7. The fact that at 7 it dropped, but it fucking went all the way back in here. Oh, that's showing me signs of bullishness. So I would have gone for a buy right there. Would have gone for a buy right there. I would have put my stop loss in the same area, a little bit low down here, and then let it do its thing. Especially because I know it's right there. See, it's right there when they're struggling. So I know the market and everything was gonna push it on up and take it. And then on my break, I was watching it right here. I believe 10 o'clock, right here. Yeah, right here. I was like, the box, first of all, it was inside this box. It's important. On top of that, it did a box right here, so you would have boxed it up. 15-minute candle, so it doesn't really count, but right down here, go to a smaller one. As it did, you would pay attention to the time and seeing if it will break the box, because you already had, what's that? You already had your 2 resistance and your 1 support, so you knew where your support was at. So as this last one would have broken down, you would have paid attention if it held back and it went back inside of here and started going back up. That would let you know that this box was completed, and you would have gone for a buy right here. Especially what it was at, especially how the market is going and everything, especially because 11:45 12:30 was your next area, and normally when the market is really excited, it'll do the move before 10:30 or whatnot, and continue with the move until 12:30 or whatnot. So it'll start the move earlier than before, and that's what you have right here. And then and that's what I told the homie, hey, the market's gonna start rallying, especially because I showed you later with the Nasdaq. So anyways. I was looking at the Nasdaq. So either way, so if I would have been looking at the SPX would have told me the same thing. that, hey man, we're about to shoot up. We're the resistance of this box right here, and we're about to shoot up onto the next one, which is right here. And then these would have acted like a resistance. Let's show you right here, but anyway, so and you see how it reacts inside this box right here. That's why I have these boxes. That would have been acting like a resistance area. That's why I have a hard time going inside there. Yeah. And then what time was that? So that was the next area. Remember I said 11:45, 12:30, and you see how that was the time. That was the correction time. So you would have seen this breaking through this box, but you wouldn't see the box. You would just see normal traders tell you all this is resistance, and they just draw a line here, draw a line here, hit your next target, hit your next target, blah blah blah. I like using these boxes because they give me a different perspective from it. So, anyways, I don't like how it does that shit. Anyways, so 11:45, 12:30, like I say, 11:45, 12, 12:30, 12:15, 12:30. Buy. And then once I saw it, well, didn't see here, I was checking Nasdaq. But then if I would have seen this and see what time it was, I was like, okay, we're gonna close here, bro. And I actually told them that. I told them that, but I told them that with the Nasdaq. But you see how similar they work. They close in the same in the box and the way they're reacting. So depending in which box, how they close in the box, what time it is there in the box, whether it be a weekly box, a daily box, it gives you more insight of what the market's gonna do. So let me take to Nasdaq, the one I was really paying attention to, and I was hoping it would do this. I don't see it rallying up throughout the night. I see more of a retracing back down because we passed a very, very important monthly area. Not just a regular monthly, but a 3-month area. So let me show you what I'm talking about with the box when it comes to Nasdaq. You see the box right there? So yesterday it was just these two, and this one was somewhere down here. And as the market, no, somewhere down here actually. And as the market opened, it started going somewhere right here. So yesterday I told the homie, to me myself, I was watching. I was like, all right, this is a box. So we got no data tomorrow, so I don't really see the box being completed tomorrow. If anything, a little rally in the morning or something, but and even if we do drop, which I was hoping we do that, I was hoping we would drop, and I knew that it was gonna go back inside the box, especially as we got closer to the data being released or whatnot. And once it dropped, and I was hoping it was gonna be drop throughout the night, and then around 4 or 5 go for a buy and catch that little rally on up with the market opening, and then it would have got inside this box right here, and I would just carry it type of thing. But it reacted differently. It opened too happy. That's when I was like, oh, since it's a big day, we have the Fed talking. We have the Jackson Hole on Friday, where the Fed is gonna then talk more about the economy. So the market is looking forward. We end up having a happy last week. So all these emotions is driving the market back up. And especially, so that's why I pay attention to the monthly. Even though I know that it still has a lot to go, I know that the moment I see making this move, is letting me know, oh, we're actually gonna shoot on up. Because if we're already right here, passing the monthly all-time high, not the all-time high in general, but just monthly all-time high, which is right here, then that lets me know that we're gonna have a big explosion. Because if we were really waiting like if we really were scared, we would have been still down here in this region. Like this was a dip down here below this, so the fact that we Thursday brought us up here, I would understand what keeping us here anticipating, and then go back up and shooting because we're pretty much right there. That's why Thursday of last week, I was saying, hey, look, actually by Tuesday and Wednesday, I was saying of August 6th, I was saying, watch, Thursday's gonna be the real move, and then especially how Thursday played out, the fact that it went, you were holding this right here, and I was calling it, and I made a video about it. This was your sweetest spot. The market wasn't gonna fucking go down because that next morning, Thursday, we had big data, so the market was gonna rally from there on up, and then with the data exploded even more high, and then from there on and on and on, and you would have been holding in the sweetest spot of the market and made millions, thousands, because you would have been trading, day trading, and you would have gone heavy on that lot. Talking about 1.0, I'm talking about fucking point 50, point 60, stupid money. Um, so anyways, so let me take you back to monthly, and I'm gonna take you now to the weekly. So this was this week right here, so we're gonna pay attention to this area. So these were the first your 3 targets, and I ended up labeling them on TradingView. The first one was so the first one. So this will be closed. So I think I made a note saying that we don't want to break this. This one, I made a note here saying, I think I said this is a week, the weekly line from 2 weeks ago, I think. And then I made this one saying the last week before we get to the monthly candle all time high. And then I put 3M here. Because you see how even in the 3M, that means every candle is 3 months put together. So the fact that these 3 months would tell me this is the high strongest resistance that we have, and the fact that we were gonna break through it was giving me green sign that the market is gonna fucking blow up, and we're gonna most likely create a new all-time high this week. Especially where we are right now, we shouldn't really be here. We should be somewhere down here. And then once we get to data, like let's say Wednesday data, bring us up here, and then anticipate Thursday, and then from Thursday, bring us back up again and shoot us up, or put us back into our place, and then wait for Friday. Just blow up in this area and then blow up. But the fact that we're right here right now is like, shit, we're about to make new highs. If this data's coming out, if they're gonna say what I think they're gonna say, not what they're gonna say, but pretty much, they're gonna come out with good data. Hey, this is NAD. For whatever reason, we're about to make new all-time highs. Nasdaq, SPX, I'm pretty sure too, but Nasdaq for sure. So, anyways, so watch. Let me show you to see that I should show you that I label these weekly areas. I think the first one was here and right there. See, that's what I put here. Important monthly price to hold. So that's what my first thing. So even if I dropped, fuck. As I drop, if I did drop, I knew that once if it held here and start going up, there was gonna be my buying area as the market then recovered and started going on with the rally. And you have the first labeling the first one. This Friday is closed. New weekly line. And then this was first week line. What the hell does that even mean for? Oh, just first. But there's two of them. First weekly line, and then the final one, I think, somewhere up here. Yeah, last important weekly line. So the fact that I saw it, watch, let me go to the day. Once I saw this happening, switching for a candle. She's just mastered that. For a candle close, that means it close at 10 down here or at 6? 6, yeah. Sheesh. Yeah, this is what I caught it. This is what I told the homie. It was like 10:15. Yeah, those box. You see how even Nasdaq also did a box in the same time? That's trippy. Watch. 9:45, 10:15. 15-minute candle. There you go. 9:45, 10:15. That is trippy, yo. That is trippy. But that's why I'm telling you guys, they both are twins. They both act the fucking same, even to the candles. So as I was watching Nasdaq, that's when I told the homie, hey, the Nasdaq, look where it's at right now in the box. So box wise, we're right here, right? No, where's it? 9:45. Down here. Down here. And it was a box. So as I'm seeing this, that's when I'm telling you, hey, to watch. So I'll go down here, go to the monthly. 19,600. So when I told him 19,600 right here, when I told him we're pretty much halfway, 50% up from this, and seeing how at 50% up, the market was giving me those candles, I was like, oh, this bitch is gonna complete by the end of the day, most likely. Sweet spot right here. And that's anyways. So once I did this right here, I knew that either your 11:45, 12:30 was gonna be canceled, or depending how I was looking, but it's more gonna be canceled because the most started way earlier. And it just keeps going straight after that. And then after it closed this, I was like, okay, we're gonna stop here, bro, because this was the goal. Like I said, this was the goal. And then once I decided to do this, and 2 o'clock, I think it was like 1:30 or so, I was like, oh, we're gonna close here. We're gonna close here, and it did. Then the market opened happy, and I was like, oh, fuck. But I knew that it's still early, and I knew just like yesterday, it's gonna do this. Because again, we've been rallying up the whole day. I don't see the market then rallying the whole night. So what it's gonna do is gonna retrace some of it. So it's 11:38. Sheesh, man. Hopefully it does. If we continue with this and it's and from 11:45 to 12:30 we're in this upper region. We're most likely gonna alpha break to this and close here at 2, or reject and just close here at 2 and start going back down and start testing these regions. Especially because these are daily, so it's not like they're hard areas. It's because these can be broken easily and just go back down to this area right here. So 11:45 up here, we're gonna give it one try and close here at 2. Or if we sketch down here by 11:45 to 12:30, most likely, like let's say we're gonna push on here, but we still end up coming down by 12:30, 12:15. We're most likely gonna end up breaking down and going back down to the region, and then most likely somewhere down here, hopefully. Because again, it's weird that the market will be rallying through the whole day, especially after a long day of rallying. Alright, but yeah, that's what I see the market doing. See for the 50-minute, what the 50-minute candle says. Yeah, see with this, you're not having wicks, then you have just trading. There was this area here, and then starts projecting on down. And I said we don't create this U pattern right here, so we keep getting rejecting here, rejecting here. We're gonna start coming on down here, testing this shit, and going down testing this region, or bouncing around here. But it all depends where we at 12 from 11:45, 12:30, and then from there, where we at 2 o'clock, where we close at 2 o'clock. Yeah, see on the 50 right here. There's a 50 right here, so it's a hard time only the 50. Like I said, you want to shoot above the 50 so you can create support above it and then go back up. Let's see, it's starting already. See, my indicator is telling you, hey, this is your area right here. Anyways, so yeah, you guys, that's all for Nasdaq, SPX. We don't got data tomorrow, so we already moved way too much up. So I wouldn't be surprised if we would trace down a little bit just to buy time. We're just buying time because the big day is really not the big day, but the real days are Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So all this is just robots and just the market anticipating, the data coming out. But the way that they move the market is letting me know that we're about to have a big explosion, or we're gonna have a big correction and go back down halfway easily to where we close where we open Monday, or no, not even that, where we closed last Friday type of thing. Let me see. So I see it falling down here at least somewhere if we have bad data. This is this is Friday, so I would see the market correction itself somewhere down here, sustaining it and then go back up, or start again having like a higher high, a low. So we have a high, a low, a high, and then a low, and then we just continue with the low, or we get saved because here's the 50, so it will make sense for the market to come down here if it's bad news created, have some so good data, good earnings or something, and or hopefully recover slowly again, or we do we again. Is this the end of the market? Is this recession? Are we going to da 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 da? And then we'll be again in trouble areas. Right here, this is a trouble area, especially because of daily, everything. This will be all bad right here. We then start hearing traders and we see all this shit, recession, blah 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 blah. Especially after the comments that they made, could it be it? Especially because the Fed said this and the data came with that and whatnot. So it's very important. This is very important. This month is very important. Alrighty, guys. So, anyways, this is Brian Seacrest signing out.